who's told me that masculinity is wrong. We've all reinforced hypermasculinity one way or another, regardless of our gender. 11:10. Oh boy, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I have to wait for this call. I believe this is a guy that says he's the greatest talk radio caller of all time. Okay, well, we certainly wouldn't want to rush him. All right, Chris Baker Radio Show, 402-558-1110. World's greatest caller is going to school me. He just tuned in. We've been in a discussion about the problem with manliness in America. Apparently, manliness is the root of all evil, and all of the world's problems revolve around men being men. So what men have to do is turn into women, which, trust me, there are some that think they can do it. Here is Bobby on News Radio 1110 KFAB.
Hey, Chris, listen, over the years when I listen to conservative radio, I've noticed that many people on the right do this routine where they'll say, blame the left and feminists, for not letting guys be guys. They'll say, look, they're for gay marriage, but they're not for guys liking women. Look, they're for transgenders, but they're not for a marriage. Or let's say Donald Trump does something. They'll say, that's locker room talk. That's how guys are. Why won't they let guys be guys? Now I want to ask you something and find out how consistent you are when it comes to guys being guys. And for the record, I'm a typical guy, and I think in America feminism is not always needed. So I want you to understand that. Let's find out how consistent you are. Do you think most men, when it comes to their biological desire, their normal evolution over thousands of years, biology and science, most men have a sexual attraction to teenage girls?
I think it's biological for men to be attractive to younger girls because they look at them as stronger breeders from an animalistic standpoint.
Yes, and I agree with you. Now, if you want guys to be guys and you believe in men being men and you're against the feminization of men and you're against how feminists are in America, I would assume that you think it's morally wrong to put a man in jail if he had consensual sex with a woman who was under legal age then.
Well, if they're under legal age, then that would be illegal. Therefore, you broke the law, so then you go to jail.
So every law is a justified law?
No, every law is a law.
Okay, so do you believe the guy should go to jail even if do you think it's a justified law to put a human being in jail and ruin his life for being a man when he had consent to have sex with a woman, not a child, a woman, but it's illegal. So he should go to jail then?
Where is it illegal? What woman of legal age is it illegal?
I'm talking about women under legal age.
Oh. Well,
they're men. They're being men.
Well, I don't know that. I don't define men by how many chicks they hit. You define men. Any other ways to define masculinity and manliness?
I know that, Chris. I know that, Chris. I'm not saying men are men just because of teenage girls. I get that. But when it comes to biology, a man's biological system and the science of why men like women, as you pointed out, men like young women of a breeding age, a certain age. To be honest, men like women of all ages. We know how men are, right?
Yeah, we love women. Women are great. Women are awesome.
Women are great. Yeah, it doesn't matter if she's 18 or 80. If she's beautiful, the guy is going to check her out. But if you want men to be men and you don't want to punish men for being men, if you want them to be who they are, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and you're against the feminists who are not letting men be men, I would assume that you would be consistent and say, I don't think every guy should go to jail if he had consensual sex with a woman just because she's under legal age then.
No, you're putting words in my mouth. A real man understands what the law is and understands that he is not supposed to do that. That's really the definition of being a man. A man will admit the truth even if the truth does not fit his desires.
No, I'm not asking you if a guy should follow the law or break the law. Obviously, no moron wants to break the law in general and go to jail. But I'm asking you a philosophical question because you were criticizing those who don't let men be men. If it's normal for a man to want a young woman, even if she's under legal age, why do you think he should go to jail other than the law our part?
Well, the reason people go to jail is because they break the law. So it sounds like you're trying to take the law out and then keep the jail in. And that doesn't work. But real men know that they should not try to seduce children. Real men know that children don't have the mental capacity to make the decision that, yeah, I'm going to give it up to this guy. So real men stay away from that. Let me finish. No, let me finish. Just like real men don't, don't slip women roofies, and real men don't get women so drunk they can barely walk because they think, all right, I'll get her up to my apartment and I can do anything I want to her. Real men don't do that.
I'm not asking you about rape and rupees and seducing children. I'm not asking you. You just took it to a whole new sick level. I'm not talking about pedophilia. As you pointed out, it's normal for a man to be biologically attracted to a woman even if she's under legal age.
Well, let's establish the ages you're talking about then.
Okay, but why did you call them children? They're not children.
Underage, they're children. According to modern pop culture, you're a child until you're 30.
No, I don't know. You just made that. No, you just made that up.
No, I did not make that up. That is a recent poll that came out. A poll of millennials said that they're not adult until they're 30.
Okay, fine. You found a poll. I stand corrected. So I'm asking
That's okay.
you: Do you think other than your random poll about idiot millennials, do you think everyone under the definition of legal age is physically and mentally a child, and when they turn legal age, they magically become physically and mentally mature adults? No, the answer is no.
No. You if you're going to ask the question, you can't answer it for me. So, what are the ages? What ages are you talking about?
As you know, there's no one age where everyone goes.
Let's go ahead and lay out an age here, because you're setting a trap full of punji sticks. Yes, you are.
I am admitting to you that I'm trying to corner you.
You are trying to corner me, but you're.
I want you to be consistent.
I am. I'm very consistent.
Okay, so tell me, if you think, I assume you think, please correct me if I'm wrong, I don't want to put words in your mouth, you think everyone under the legal age of 18, for example, is physically and mentally a child, right?
No, I didn't say that. What I said is, as a matter of decency, adult men don't try to seduce women. We're not all, we can't go Roman Polanski, all the young girls.
Yeah, again, I'm not talking about seducing, raping, putting drugs in their drinks. I'm not talking about immoral, evil, horrible, nasty things. I'm talking about people who want to be together. Yeah. As you know, historically, many women under legal age have been with guys 18, 19, 20, and older, and have gotten married, been in love, had kids, and didn't regret it. So I'm asking you, if you think it's indecent, I'm assuming you think it's indecent for everyone under 18, correct?
It depends on the law. I'm going by the law.
Oh, gee, Chris, you are avoiding my topic and hiding behind the law.
It's the law. You're trying to take the law out of the conversation. Now, I will tell you this. There are many people who listen to my show who think that intellectually I match up very well with 14-year-old girls. But that doesn't mean I can date them.
Right. Do you understand, just because something is a law, I'm assuming I don't have to give you
very
examples.
late. I'm very late, by the way.
Well, okay, slavery was legal to have slaves. Would you say, hey, slaves, don't revolt because it's against the law?
I know how you're getting to that.
Yeah, I know it's not a comparison to slavery. Forgive me. I'm not comparing this to slavery. I'm giving you one extreme example that there's lots of laws in the history of mankind that are morally wrong. So when you hide behind when I ask you a question, you say, well, it's against the law. You understand there are lots of laws that are morally wrong.
You're making me incredibly late. I'm going to be in so much trouble because of you.
But you know there are lots of laws that are morally wrong, right?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to go through them, and then you can tell me which ones are morally wrong.
Okay, have there been...
Or how about this? Let me do this. I am very late. I have to stay on time. Why don't one day you and I have a big discussion about laws that are morally wrong? I think that would be fascinating.
Before you hang up, just one last thing. Would you at least...
I got 30 seconds, or I'm going to get fired.
Okay, would you... don't fire Chris. He's an entertaining, informative host. Would you at least agree that historically there have been many laws that are morally wrong and put innocent human beings in jail and ruin innocent people's lives and they should have never been laws in the first place?
I would say that there are laws that are outdated. How's that? Oh, got to go. Okay, that's it. All right, thanks, Josh. Josh has now cut everybody off. Oh, my goodness. All right, Chris Baker Radio Show. Oh, my goodness. Can I just talk about Chrysler now and just get it over with?